Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This movie is about 5 fragrances that last a long time but also are very cheap. So check it out. So guys, what we're going to do with these 5 fragrances is that we are starting with the cheapest one and move up to the less cheap one but still pretty cheap. The first fragrance of these 5 fragrances is Velvet Oud by Theace. And as you can see on the screen, you can see which notes that are dominating this fragrance. So it's a leather fragrance. This is the box. And here is the bottle. And a lot of people are talking about Velvet Oud is a dupe of Tom Ford Ombre Leather. I love both and I love Tom Ford fragrances, but in this case, I prefer Velvet Oud. Actually, pretty much because they last the same amount of time, at least on my skin, and this one is a lot cheaper. And to be a little bit more specific with this one, guys, projection wise, I get 2-3 hours, longevity 10-11 hours before it becomes a skin scent. But I think it's a great fragrance with a very great performance for the price. We are talking $15 with this fragrance. And that's very cheap for a great performing fragrance. Check it out, guys. Theace Velvet Oud. And the second fragrance in this line out of 5, guys, is Amir Oud by Theace. Theace again. This is just the box. Very, very simple. Here is the bottle. Look at this juice color, guys. I know the juice color got nothing to do with how intense the fragrance is. I know some people have been talking about as more dark the juice is, as more intense is the fragrance. That's not the case at all. It could be looking like water and then it's pretty intense. But I just think it's pretty beautiful, this one. A very great oud vanilla based fragrance, as you can see also. Love this fragrance. You can use it late summer nights by the fireplace, or else it is a fall and winter fragrance. Actually, this one is a dupe of Replicas by the fireplace. And again, guys, I choose the cheap one. Amir Oud by Theace. Actually, this one are performing better on my skin, at least a couple of hours. This one performs better on me than the original, so of course I choose this one. Amir Oud by Theace. Very beautiful fall and winter fragrance. And it actually smells like you are sitting by the fireplace, burning woods with added sugar. Like that. That's how it smells. But I like it a lot. Performance-wise, we are talking projection on my skin, 3 to 4 hours actually. Longevity, 11 to 12 hours. So I think it's very good and very long lasting. When we are talking price point, $18 in my case for this fragrance. I think it's cheap for a very great performing fragrance. Check it out. Amir Oud by Theace. Okay, fragrance number 3 in this line. That is Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. Here is the box. Again, very simple. Here is the fragrance. This one is a oud rose based fragrance. And if you don't like rose, stay away from this fragrance because it's very rose based. But it is how it says, Oud Touch. A lot of oud, and then there's also added a lot of rose. Fall and winter fragrance. You know, people choose which fragrances they want to use, when and where and stuff like that. But when you're talking about the notes, this is a fall and winter fragrance. I love these rose and oud combined fragrances. I think when they dry down, they have a very great scent bubble. But again, if you don't like oud and rose, then it's not for you. This one is also very, very cheap and a very, very great performer. Actually, when we are talking Oud Touch, it projects on me for about 4 to 5 hours. Longevity-wise, we are talking 10 to 12 hours before it becomes a skin scent. And the price point on this fragrance is again very good. I gave 19 or was it 20? 19 or $20, maximum $20 for this fragrance. So if you like rose and oud, it's worth to be checking this one out. Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. Fragrance number 4, which is a summer fragrance, as you can see on the screen in a moment. Versace Blue Jeans. Here is the box. It's metal, as you can hear. Maybe you can see it also. Here is the bottle of Versace Blue Jeans. What I love about Versace Blue Jeans is that it has great performance, is a freshie, and at the same time is very cheap. And in a lot of cases, fresh fragrances have performing issues. That's not the case with Versace Blue Jeans. I get 1 to 2 hours of great projection with this one. Longevity, we are talking 8 hours. But after 8 hours, then it's completely a skin scent. But I think it's very great for a freshie. And the price point on this one, $23. So again, very cheap and very great. I think it's worth it. Check it out, Versace Blue Jeans. And the last fragrance out of these 5 great performing cheap fragrances is Club de Nuit Untold by Amir. Here is the box. Simple. It's always a sticker included in these boxes by Amir. Club de Nuit with other fragrances. Here is the bottle. Very beautiful, I think. And as I told in the beginning of this movie, the last fragrance out of these 5 fragrances will be the most expensive fragrance out of these cheap fragrances with great performance. And Club de Nuit Untold is actually a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. Then we have Mancera Instant Crush and a couple of others with the same kind of scent, but Club de Nuit Untold are the cheapest out of these fragrances. I really love Club de Nuit Untold. It's cotton candy blended with vanilla. Very great fall and winter fragrance. But if you don't like these fragrances with a little feminine touch, this is not for you. It's not hardcore masculine. But again, it's a unisex fragrance. Club de Nuit Untold. Very great. I got 2 to 3 hours with great projection. Longevity wise, we are talking 11 to 12 hours before it becomes a skin scent. I think it's worth these $50 it costs. Check it out. Amir, Club de Nuit Untold. Haven't got more to show today, guys. But as I promised, I will show you a video with 5 fragrances that are cheap and have a great performance. And that's what I did. I hope you're enjoying your time with your family and friends and loved ones. Until I see you again, guys, have a great time.